Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Last episode, we started cramming the nuclear pastas into our space elevator and we started playing a little bit with FIXMAS. And since then, well, a few things I guess have happened. One of which is we're no longer in Update 6. So apparently they've pushed Update 7 so that we can kind of play with a couple of the other little things that go along with that. So starting off today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come back to the hub. We're going to play with that in a minute. We're going to come back to the hub and we're going to unlock this milestone. So this is going to be for the blueprint machine. I do want to kind of play with it just a little bit to see, exactly how good and or bad it actually is. So I need a bunch of parts. I think we can put this and this and this and this in there. You got all of those things. I need some more wire, some more concrete, and some more of those frames. I will be right back. Okay, that should do it. So this is going to be in where? This is tier 4. So that's once you get logistics 3 and hypertubes. I'm not quite so certain if that's the point I would want it or not. I think I'd be building these kinds of machines back a little bit further than that, but I guess we can go from there. Let's go ahead, give these guys some parts and see what this machine is all about. What am I short? More wire. We haven't got to push this button in a while. Nothing to say? We don't have ADA set up for that? Okay, well, before we get silly, and I guess there's nothing wrong with this, we were going to talk about going ahead and maybe finding a place to build our FIXMAS factory. That's a good little implementation of what's going on. I'm going to have to go ahead and read the change log as far as what else changed. I know there was a couple of other little quality of life things that happened, and we'll probably discover those as long as we go. But as far as I am concerned, that's probably about the biggest thing we can get. So Blueprint Designer requires all of that stuff, and it is a big thing. We need to go find a place. I think we can do it over here. Maybe. And rotate, you're just barely off the platform there. Bang. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. But I guess we can take a look at it and see. So this was introduced in the recent experimental branch, and of course we don't play experimental on this channel. I need to have a stable factory. So this is what you're going to be left with. This is what you're going to get to play with. This whole system is going to allow us to kind of maybe work through building this little process minorly faster. I did go ahead and make sure that I upgraded my smart mod so that my smart mod was where it needs to be, so we're good on that part. They did have a change as far as that goes. I guess there's a difference in the way the foundations are functional, but anyhow. So this thing is going to allow us to build machine structure blueprint kind of things that we should then be able to just do. However, yeah, that's what I figured. About 4 constructors on one side, so that means 4 constructors, 8 constructors, plus anything vertical, which I guess that is nice. It will do the verticality portion of it as well, so that's pretty cool. That would also mean you probably want to start with a reasonable foundation size. Again, I'm using a mod to actually do that, which would allow me to then build this structure several times over and over and over again. So I guess that is like I said before, I need something that's big. And what's nice, I guess, is I'd be able to at least take, say, a blender or a manufacturer and build in the belting. Some of it anyway, at least, the hard part back here, and then be able to slap that down over and over and over again. So you could just well, I guess we could do a blender at this point. That'd be piping and of course the belting and things. That'd be nice. Foundries. My interest, I think the next big thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing with foundries. And you already have a problem. Because the foundry is wider its bounding box is wider than a foundation, so I can't do that. I mean, I guess I'd only be able to ever get 3 in it anyway, but let's see, foundry, because our next major project is going to be based around these things. So we're going to have to, I don't think we're going to have a lot of them, but our next major project is going to be based around foundries, which in here, even of that, maybe it's just a thing. That spacing is going to be a royal pain. So let's see. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to probably go ahead and just go over to where we're planning on going to play today, because today we have a few things to do. I want to at least get, where is my ma'am? Ma'am. Let's go talk to you for a second. We need to get down into the next layer of things in here. So FIXMAS holiday event, we should be able to build everything for the giant FIXMAS tree upgrade here, which will allow us to produce all of the things that we need for the gift trees. And by the end of today, I want to be able to make a bunch of these FIXMAS gift trees if we can, because they're going to make it life easy for us as far as dealing with the gathering of the gifts. I know it's kind of silly, but these will produce the Christmas, you know, the decorations as we get the decorations. These produce the packages or the presents as they go, or as they just run. So by the end of the day, I would like to at least be able to make 10 or so of these things so that we can start shoving the stuff into the packages. So let's get rid of you. We do need to go up here and do our we need to go talk to, where are we? We're not up here, we're down here. It's been a minute since I've been in this. We do need to go down here and do the advent calendar, and I guess our little drone is back. Thank you very much. Let's go see what we get today. I will probably, I know I've got to spend a good minute doing this. What is today? Today is the 12th. So let's see what we get. 2, 3, 4. We were up to 4, I thought, last time. Where is 4? 4. Okay, so I'm going to try to go in line. Not that it's really going to matter. Well, I guess we'll do it like this. That's 6. Ooh, thank you. I will take those. Yes, please. Give me those. And no, I don't want to put that in there. All right, next 6. And we can do 7. That is some real snow, or actual snow. And then we can do, well, I guess 12 is right there. Where today is the 12th. We can do the 12th. I will take the branches. We need those for some of the other things. Those can go right there. I think they'll stack that high. So we got 7, 6, 7, and 12. 9, I believe we can do. That'll be a wreath. Wonderful. Or 10 wreaths. And 17. 10 is over there. Oh boy, the star. Yes. Wonderful. That goes across the thing. That should be able to put that on top of the tree once we put it down. 5, 8, and 11, I believe, at this point. There's 11. What is this? Customizer Premium FIXMAS Skin. Okay. So we should be missing just, what is it? 5. Wherever 5 is hiding, it's probably right in front of my face. Of course it is. I can't see it. I'm blind. Oh, there's 8. We need that one. Oh, there's the superposition oscillator. There we go. I knew those were coming in there eventually. Cool. So that leaves us with what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5. I have 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we still need 10. 10 and 5. Man, I cannot see it for the life of me. Oh, that's why I can't see it. There's 5. Another package, a basic FIXMAS skin. Thank you. So we just need 10. No, I already got 10. All right, so let's check that over real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is where we can go today. So with all that, we got a couple of little things. We got some decorations, we got some wreaths, we got the star that goes on the tree, and we got some superposition oscillators. These are kind of interesting because that's a thing we can't quite get yet other than in here. So give me the right thing, that button. Throw it on the ground. Interesting. Now, the fun thing about that thing is I don't remember if that's exactly the amount that I need to go unlock one of the hard drive containers, one of the little things that are over there. I think it's in the swamp. There's one of them over there, I think, that needs it. I think there's two, actually, that need that. So we could theoretically, I forget how many it takes. I'd have to go look it up. But anyhow, today our plan is we need to get those trees going so that we can get some more stuff going, so that we can get so we can get into the fun stuff that's actually in this. The thing I did want to do, and I kind of screwed up, is that I should have made it last time, is the actual... the replacement for this thing. We can probably work on that as we go, but I think for today what I want to do for certain is I want to go take a train ride over to the northern forest area, and we're gonna go check a location over there out for a place to build this factory. So let's jump in the thing. Alrighty, I think we're getting close. We should be getting close. Where's the water? There's the water. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Stop. Pile on your brakes, please. Thank you. Now, let me go. Let me have it. It's fine. We'll just drop down here and then go put our jetpack on. And away we go. So, the reason why I'm coming over here is because this little section right here off of this little spot, there's a little bit of water, there's some, well, there's plenty of iron. There's lots and lots and lots of iron. Like if you're gonna build like a steel or an iron production facility, this little field right here is perfect because there's, I forget, like 4 or 5 pure iron nodes right really close. Plus there is a pure copper node right there guarded by a friend. Hello, friend. Ow. So we should have plenty of copper and plenty of other things. Come on. Oh, you probably died right where I'm not going to be able to pick it up. Whatever. So we're going to build our little factory right here. I do have to keep in mind that there is this silly arch over here that I've got to worry about because of how it just kind of cuts in. But actually, I did my update 6 base, update 6, update 5 base right here. I tried to keep the entirety of it inside this little area. And believe me, it was a lot of fun to try to keep most of the factory inside the thing. I think it ended up being like, I forget, 6 or 7 foundations or 10 or how, I think it was like at least 10 foundations that direction, 10, you know, it was square and just built it straight up in the air. It was kind of a pain in the tail, but it did work. So we're going to lay out a foundation over here. We're going to lay out a couple of things, and then we're going to start pulling in parts to do some stuff. So let me get something down, and then we can get on with it. I believe something very important with the recent updates should be hanging out in here. Yes, there they are. I will buy those right now. Thank you. And if I go back and I look, I think there should be one more. There should be a pipe one as well. Maybe, I don't know. I know that there's some changes. Let me look through really quickly. One of the other major, and I hate to say this, kind of gonna be very overshadowed by the fact that they added the customizer. What am I thinking? Because they added the ability to be able to build your own blueprints, is the fact that we now have the ability to hang belts and pipes from the ceiling. So that is amazing. Let me see. It's probably kind of dark out here. Let's go see if this will work out here somewhere. I'm interested to see what this looks like. So if we go, I think that corner is kind of empty for the second. Right? Yeah. So I'm always like trying to do things like this and trying to keep things reasonably close to the ceiling. And the way you had to do that before was that you would use, or at least I would use, where are my walls? I would use something like this. So if you snap that to the ceiling, that gives you a way of being able to make things kind of run through fairly easy. But I guess now if we just do, I know that's probably going to be pretty stinking tall. Is there a shorter place we can play around here? Well, heck, just do it like this. We can build us a wall. Just grab any old wall and then go like this. And then we can grab something like this and run it that way. And that'll be kind of give me a starter place. So turn the lights on so we can see. If I just grab any old belt now, I think I have enough stuff to do this. Oh man. Oh, that's amazing. It's probably gonna be a little wonky because it's gonna try to get into the space elevator right there, but that is amazing. I'm like, does it work the normal way it does? Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice. That's gonna work so well. Awesome. We'll be able to utilize that for sure. That's nice. I love it. Let's try not to accidentally delete everything. Oh, I guess we're done, aren't we? Well, crap. Hang on one second. We're apparently done. Nuts. I gotta fix that problem. I'll be back. Alrighty, I think we've got a little bit of a platform laid out here. Mr. Bean is over here helping out, or at least he's stuck in the concrete like always, but whatever. I'm going ahead and put the big Christmas tree down somewhat in the middle of this platform, and I'm going to kind of start laying out a few things. Essentially what we need to do, and I guess I can put that away, essentially what we need to do is we need to be able to build a bunch of these, which means with what we have left for, well, presents right now, which I think all I have is on me now. I've got more now. Where are they? I put them over here. With what we have left for presents, we need to be able to at least produce enough so that I can make at least one or two of these things. Now, if I recall, I should at least have enough of the branches to be able to make one. So that means what we need to do now is we need to build up enough stuff. And I'm not even going to, like I said, I'm not even going to try to build any kind of a factory right now because I'm not 100% certain I really kind of like what I'm going to do with the idea. But we do need to immediately start accumulating parts. So that means we have to work on something that can produce a little bit of copper and something that can produce a little bit of iron. Whole point why I'm building things right here, because of the fact that this place has quite a bit of, well, at least it has a lot of copper, which is a single pure node, and an awful lot of iron plus a little bit of everything else, and water, like if we really need a whole bunch. This is not one of those you got to build it and make it perfect factories. This is just a get it to work and kind of make a few things for right now so that we can get some stuff done. So in order to make, in order to make these guys right here, these Christmas gift trees, we are FIXMAS. I gotta FIXMAS, not Christmas, FIXMAS. We need to be able to make 20 gold and 20 white, or 20, how are we say this? Copper and 20 iron ornaments plus 100 branches. So that's what we need to be able to do. And the only way we can make those two ornaments is through a foundry. So if we grab a foundry, and I think we're going to, well, the problem is we're going to do this in a little bit silly difference because of the fact that the copper's over here and the iron's over here. One of these is going to be a little bit more of a pain in the butt to make than the other one. But what I want to do for right now is, and this is just a totally for right now, we need to be able to get this to where we can at least make some of what we're dealing with. So in order to make, well, let's put one of these down so you can see what we're doing here. Let's just start with the iron real fast. So the iron FIXMAS ornament is going to require 15 of these blue ornaments per minute to make 5. Well, that's not incredibly hard to do. I think I'm going to move you forward just a little bit there. If we just make enough to get this going so I can get a couple of trees going, I'll be an incredibly happy individual because that will allow me to populate the area and be able to make things. So I'm kind of planning that the little main trees are going to live in these two red sections. One side is going to be the copper plus anything that's special. So like we might split the bows and the candy canes apart too, so we'll put like bows over there, candy canes over here, and I think there's a couple of other things we have to make. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take the material from one corner that's important and we're going to build the final ornament. So like here on the side where the stuff is. So this is going to live over here. And right now, all I need to do to make myself very, very happy is I need to be able to make 5 of these per minute. So that means we need to make 15 blue ornaments per minute, which I don't really think we could probably do too terribly hard. So we'll just kind of do, let's see, we'll back up a little bit and do that. Is that in line? Is that a line? I put it way too far away. What are you doing? Back up just a little bit here. All of this is going to go away. All of everything we're going to do right now is going to go away because of the fact that I'm going to build a little bit more of an interesting factory once we have a little bit of the supply. Did I manage to line that up reasonably well? Okay, so the question here is, again, if we're going to make this, in here we need at least 15 per minute, which means because this is going to make 10, I only need 1 more of these to keep this happy. Got it? Which means I could theoretically do this and then, well, this. I could even have a little bit of fun with this, maybe. Let's see. If we do this, that's not going to be even remotely straight, is it? No. Okay. Let's do this. We'll tie these together, and then we'll figure out a way to get these to where they work. These are pretty simple. They're just going to be 5 per to make 10, so 5 per to make 10. So in here, if that's the case, we do these. We're going to be looking at 15, or should say 30 between these two. So this is how the ratio works. It's 3 smelters for 2 of the foundries. And if we look back here, we have iron right there. The way this is going to work there is that we need 15 iron ingots per minute, which means 1 more of these to do, whoop, nope, that's aluminum, to do the iron for us. So that's fairly simple, easy, not horrible to do. The question is then the belting. That's how we're going to make this part work, and then we're just going to feed that into a very small little thing here. Where is my organizational thing? The regular storage container, the little one. So we'll drop that in something about right there. So that's it. That's all I got to do. I just got to hook all of this stuff together, and then we can go forward. So on the other side, and that's just a temporary thing. That's totally temporary until we can get like at least 2 trees per side. And then we can start having a little bit of fun. The other side is going to be a little bit of the same kind of thing. So a foundry once again, and we'll just kind of put it kind of somewhat in line, maybe right here. I don't know. We'll scoot it over. Again, this is going to be one of those, we're going to build this real fast and then rip it down once we have enough parts and then rebuild it again. So in here, we're going to be looking at 10 per minute. Give me my control back, computer. Thank you very much. Smelter. 10 per minute. Well, first off, once again, I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So a little bit of copper. So we'll just say on the side out here. Nope, not that. On the side out here, let's just put a... Well, I guess I could just leave it. Doesn't really matter at this point what we're going to do. I just want plenty of room to run belts. This is going to be the one that's going to make the copper. That will get us 30 copper per minute. Again, all I want to do is make like 2 of these. So 10 per minute would be perfectly fine for a good amount of time. We don't have a lot of presents. I think, like I said, I've got a little over, almost 1,000 still. Almost 1,000. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to split things evenly and then probably run around like an idiot and pick up all the rest of the stuff. So our next step, excuse me, is going to be how many of the specific ornament do we need to make these? I think these are the red ones. Red ones, yes. So red ornaments, they're just a 5 for 5. If I want to make 2 of these, or 20 per minute, here, right there, all I need to do here is make sure that we have about 4 of these ready to go. So bang. And then we tie all of these and put them into these guys right here, and we do the exact same thing right here. Something kind of like so. Again, all this is going to get ripped down. I'm just going to let it run for like, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Just depends on how long it takes. I want enough of these, enough of those balls on both sides, enough of these Christmas ornament balls to be able to make at least 5 of these. So like 100 of each. If we can get at least 5 of those trees, or maybe 10 or whatever, maybe I'll just let it run long enough so that I can populate the trees in these little red sections where I think I want to make them. I think at most we're going to put maybe 30 down, maybe. I don't know. I just haven't made up my mind yet exactly what I want to do. But we just want a reasonable amount of stuff coming in. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to hook this stuff up, plug it in. Well, I'm hook it up. Then we'll plug it in, and then we're going to make math work with the leftover stuff that we have. So I will be back once I get all this programmed and wired and, you know, all that fun stuff that you usually have to do with all of the things that you normally have to do. So I'll see you in a little bit. What are you looking at? Right. I want more presents. Give me more presents. We need more presents. Need all the presents. Hopefully after today I won't have to keep running around like a moron looking for presents. I've got it all wired. I've got it all belted. And I even went ahead and threw down a little bit of a constructor so that we could actually, well, make the branches that need to go on these trees. I put it over here. I'm probably going to regret that I put it over here, but for right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just toss in this 83 right there so that that'll go to work. And then I am going to place a, I'm going to, what did I do? Oh, it's my face. Okay, we're going to put 500 of those in here. Those are going to go wrap around and kind of split up between everything until we're ready to turn some of this on. And that shouldn't take too long to kind of do. I should probably not really have that one running, but whatever, it's fine. All right, let's turn you guys all on. So boop to, I didn't really kind of hook it up. I just kind of did this. So that to there, and then that to there. And why are you no flow? Why are you no flow? That's a conveyor splitter, right? What the heck? Oh, that, okay, weird. All right, everybody's there? All right, so these are the blue ones. We already have a little bit of stuff built up over here, and all I need to do now is just supply those with a little bit of power. And as soon as we get some of the FIXMAS ornaments, they will show up and hopefully get put into the line. So that was really weird. Why are we not extracting? I guess it was extracting. All right. So those will work a little bit. Let's go over here and do this. I'm going to drop another 500 in this side, which I already gave this side a little bit, but we just got to turn it on. And dink, there we go. You can run out on the end of that belt. Oh, I forgot I needed to hook this up. 1 second. Kind of forgot I needed 4 of these instead of 3 on this side. I think we can put you right there. And you can get the... Why is it doing that? Oh, I did that. Never mind. That was me doing that. There. This is a little bit more spread out than the other one is because, well, you kind of want to line a few things up. Again, very, 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 very temporary. Let's see. I need to hook power over there, power over there, power over there. Now we're making some red ornaments. There we go. Those will get thrown into that, which I don't think I have. No, they're plugged in. All right, cool. So now we're making the iron and the copper ornaments, or the gold and the white ones, silver, whatever we want to say. Those things can put out 480, whatever it is, out of the bottom of that. If we can manage to utilize everything in that, I'm going to laugh. So right now we're going to let all this run, because as soon as we have 20 of these, I can make one of the trees. So I'm going to wait around until I have 20 of each of these, and then I will put a tree down, or 2, and I can start slowly automating this process. At least this part of the process. So in here we're going to need at least a tree and a half or 2 trees to make this side run. That side, I believe, will run off of a single tree. So if we can get 3 trees today, I know that sounds kind of silly, but if we can get 3 trees today, that would get us to where this system can run continuously. Actually, no, I need more than that because you need what? 10. Oh, well, yeah, we need 4 trees at least then. But that's fine. Here, you have some of those. Boy, those things stack a long ways too. And this is, I hate that ability of this stuff. It's that there's no reason for certain things like this to stack that much. There really is none. Can I have this? Here, have that much. Yeah, like you didn't get any. Just make some. That's fine. All right, I will be back when we can make some trees. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm not going to sit around and wait, and we need this stuff working right now, so I kind of already overclocked something just a little bit. We should have enough parts at this point to build 2 trees if I do one thing. Let me get the parts for the other side of this tree here, and then we can put some trees up and get some things to actually work. So yes, plenty. Come here, you. I'll put you back up as soon as I have enough branches. Whoops. Yeah, that's what we have to do. You are my entrance portal to this area, so let's just move you. And again, all I'm going to do is just kind of, I really probably should not have done what I did in here, but whatever. You know what? We'll just run it out front so we can see them work. So probably right there, maybe about right here. So let's do a little bit of this. FIXMAS gift tree needs presents. Of course it needs presents. Give me presents. Now make it work. All right. See the arrows? The arrows tell you which direction you want to point your tree. The tree will go down and become a producing member of society. Get to work. There we go. Fully automated. Well, I mean, but slow. We'll put another one down in a little bit. Let me go over here, do the same thing. I think this one will run them sideways. Again, we need about 2 per side to keep these running. We will probably put 3 per side and let things go. But for right now, all I need is... You're going to be off the edge of the thing. I forgot. She is over here and going to be yelling at me. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. Put one of those down. And I'm going to need to design a thing. Let me do this. Nope. Because we're going to eventually have several trees here, so I might as well just do this. And then you can have... Whoa, get off the belt. Get off the belt. And a merger. Come in. Merger. There we go. And into the tree. Out of there will come presents. And there's no interface on them. They just produce them. You can't overclock it. You can't do anything with it. But as those run, they will slowly produce presents that will get put into the system. And as we get a little bit further on, I'll be able to double those trees up and make more stuff. Right now, I'm going to have it do this. And I guess I can put you in here. And let's not lose all these parts so that we don't, go crazy on ourselves. We need to make sure all this stuff is where it belongs. All right, put you in there. Okay, cool. So I know that's kind of janky kind of a thing, but again, as long as I let this run, it will slowly build the parts it needs to be able to build more and more and more of those, which eventually we can run them as far as we need to go. Now, like I say, I think we'll probably do... well, we're going to do some more expansion in the next episode. I just wanted to make sure I had some of this up and running so that I can just kind of like let the game run for a little while. But hopefully by next episode we'll have at least 3 or 4 per side, or maybe more than that, because we're going to move forward with what we're going to get. Because the next step is going to be unlocking the next line in the tree, which is this guy right here, which I need 200 of each of both of those. And the only way we're going to get that is if we let this run for a little while, because I already have the given piece of stuff right here. Oh, hey, I have another. Hey. Well, I need more presents. I'll put this over here so I don't lose it. Completely forgot about this. You go in there. All right. Actually, we could probably go ahead and set this side up now. I'm gonna be a little short on presents. Give me presents. Quit. Don't lose all my presents. 17. Let me get one more on this side since it's kind of busy. And yoink. Since we have so much going on over there, it's kind of eating through it. But all I need is one more of these. I need 50 presents. Give me presents. I'm not running around to pick up any more presents. Oh, they were all right there. It was 170 in that thing. So, I mean, I really wish they would make up their minds on some of the stack sizes of things, because that's a little ridiculous. But whatever, we'll do that. You are facing Gadisa way, I think. Yeah? No. That's the way we want it, right? Yeah. All right, and then I can just put a merger down right there with another merger right like this. I have no idea how I placed that wrong. Where's my line? I don't think you're trying to line up with the thing. It's right on that. I have no idea what it's trying to do. Oh, I know what I did. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Let's do it right on the line. There. There. And then that'll go bloop. All right, nice. All right. Whoop. Let's get over here. So I think we need 3 of those to run on this side in order to get it all the way up maxed out, and 2 of those over there to run that for right now. Again, it's not going to make stuff very quickly. Whole point is it doesn't need to. It just needs to make things. I can let it run for a while. Our project with the space elevator is over with, and well, I think for right now I'm going to call it. I will see you all in the next one. We're going to start building some more fun stuff, and hopefully I'll have enough parts to unlock what's left in the map. So till then, see you guys later. Bye. They are kind of pretty, aren't they?